T, man. I just hopped out the Porch with Dirty Glove Bastards.
Used to walk past, now they ask, do I remember them? I fuck blues, bro, that's how I gave my girl chlamydia.
All right, so we got my guy T-Main jumping off the porch with us today. Welcome, bro.
Hey, how you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm feeling great. How you feeling today, man?
I'm doing good.
Yes, sir, man. So welcome, man, and appreciate you swinging by today too, man.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. So what else you got out? What else you working on here in Atlanta during this trip, man?
Me and my manager, we out here. Overall, I'm trying to finish my project that I have. I'm out here for a few days. After that, I gotta head straight to Houston.
Okay.
Yeah, I got something I got going on with Trae Tha Truth.
Okay. Yeah, we saw him jump on that remix, man.
Right.
That's gonna be big right there, man.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll get into all that in a second, man. But you know, you're from Richmond, Virginia. I feel like a lot of people don't know much about Richmond, man. So
Right.
I need you to put them on, like talk about the culture, the way of life up there.
Right. Well, we in the South. It's not a lot out there at all. It's like a very small city. The support system, as far as like within like each other, like of everyone, it could be like a lot better. You know, everybody like just mostly by themselves, trying to like get here. You know, right.
What do you feel like it's going to take to make a change then, to where everyone kind of starts picking each other up, keep on supporting each other then?
I really feel like that starts like within. You can't really make nobody do that. Overall, I really just be trying to like build like the most genuine connections I can. Anything else, that it never works.
All right, so taking it back to your childhood, what were you into as a kid growing up?
Sports like football. Early middle school, I got hooked on the basketball, and I did that throughout middle school and throughout high school, all my years.
Yeah, you are pretty tall, man.
Yeah, for sure, kind of 6'2".
6'2", yeah. Were you always tall, or did you have like a late growth spurt, or?
I say about, well, my freshman year of high school, I was probably about 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah.
Junior year, I rose to like 6'1".
Okay.
By the end of my senior year, I was like a solid 6'2".
Oh shit.
For sure.
So did you play the junior and senior year then? Or?
Yeah, all years. Yeah, for sure. I played point guard though.
For real?
Yeah,
oh,
for
you
sure.
was a tall ass.
Yeah, I was like, my junior year, I was like the shortest one on my starting five.
Huh.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So did you go to college? Did you think about going to college?
No, I didn't. I was on my way to a prep school called Moravian Prep. Just at the moment, the funds and like I didn't have like what I needed. My father just got out of jail from doing 15 years, and I like needed. Overall, I needed his help as far as like, and yeah, it just didn't work out the best for me. So I just ended up getting a job, pursuing the music.
Yeah.
Right.
So your pop's away for 15 years, man.
Right.
Did you guys have a close relationship while he was locked up, or?
Me and my brother got the same father. We went to go see him a lot, like elementary school, kinda. It stopped middle. We always kept in touch over the phone.
Yeah.
Right.
So when he comes home, do you guys build a closer relationship
Right.
at that point then?
Right. I was probably the only person he was able to see graduate.
Oh, really?
Right.
Well,
right.
that's
So
big
it was
right there.
cool. It was real good, man.
Yeah.
It was real good. I wouldn't say we had like a fall off, you know, but no, it was cool though. It was real good though. He a good dude.
Yeah. And unfortunately, he got killed shortly after he was released, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Probably about like a year. No. Three. Right.
So how did you and your family, deal with that? That's a tough loss.
Overall, I mean, we still dealing with it. It's been a year since his passing.
Oh, okay. So it's pretty recent.
Right.
Okay.
It's been cool. He was in the Army, and they gave him a good going away service as far as like us not having to come out of pocket.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So how will you always remember your pops then?
He could play basketball. Funny. He loved trap music.
Really?
Right,
Who was he
right.
listening to? Like Gucci and Jeezy?
Right. Stuff like that. Yeah, he loved food. Right.
I got you. All right. So how'd you get your start into making music?
Okay, well, my start, like, or what I could remember, my big brother, like one of my big brothers, I used to always try to like go outside with him. Like we was like kind of like in a bad neighborhood at the time. And my mom like never let me go. This was like, what, 2nd grade, 3rd grade. So when I wasn't able to go outside with him, I would be in the house with her. And she like real emotional. She never like had the best luck like with men. But she a sweet woman though, you know? Like, but she ain't never had like the best luck with men. Yeah, and you probably hear like a whole lot of women singing, like as far as like the songs, like, you know, like Keisha Cole, Monica.
Okay.
You know, like those type of melodies. That's my first musical experience of what I could remember.
Really?
Yeah, my first.
Okay.
Right.
So can you sing yourself or?
It was cool. I could do a little melody, but later on I got into like rap. As far as like probably middle school, my brother put me on to J. Cole, which is my favorite rapper.
Really?
My other favorite rapper, Nipsey Hussle. I took a liking to his mixtape process and how he, you know, presented it.
Yeah.
Like, right.
So when do you actually like start recording and putting out music yourself then?
I put out my first song probably like when I was like 18, 19.
Okay.
Right. My first song, 18, 19.
Yeah.
Right.
So were your family, friends, were they surprised when you pop up with a song, or was it something they've been encouraging you to do, or?
When I first did it, not a lot of people knew that I could, like, or I was I didn't even know I was good at it. Like, you know, I still don't think it's good when I play it back, but they did, you know. It was called On The Go. It's my first song I ever made and released. It was cool though, in the city. My family liked it.
Okay.
Right.
What was that song about? Like, what was the inspiration when you recorded that one?
My father, like I said, and not being able to play basketball. You know, I overall in that song, you probably go back to it and hear it, I probably dissed them a little bit, you know. Without, it was just, I was young at the time. I was, you know, I just wish I could, you know, like, not have done that. Right.
Did he hear the song? Did he give you any feedback? What did he say about it?
He gave my brother feedback. He gave my brother feedback from it. No, he overall encouraged it as far as like, man, whatever it takes.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So at what point would you say you started taking music serious, figuring out, all right, I'm pretty good with this shit, man. I can put some money behind this. I'm gonna put my time into this as well.
Well, honestly, right now. Right now. Like I said, it's like as far as like my process on like which of me going hard and just let's start. I'm gonna go. Yeah. I'll start.
Okay. You ready? All right. So when would you say you started really taking music serious, figuring out you were good with this? You know, you want to invest your money, your time into this as well.
Honestly, right now. Right now. I've been going hard for a while, of course, but like I feel like right now is like that time that, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would you say it was no spark that kind of, you know, jump started all this then?
Right. Yeah. I would say that. I would say that. It's been work leading up to it, but that was one that was like I wasn't even supposed to put it out.
Really?
You know, I ain't even paid for the video. Things like that.
What you mean you didn't pay
right,
for the
bro.
video?
I went out to Detroit for probably like 2 weeks. You know, with this videographer I met called Jerry. His name is Jerry, but he owns, well, he's the CEO of Wet Light Productions. Right, man. I was out there with him for about 2 weeks. I met good artists such as LOM Rudy.
Yeah, I see. He be supporting a lot of your music.
My boy. I was out there with him for a while. Jerry, which is Wet Light Productions, he introduced me to to an editor named Liam. Liam, we were vibing. We were honestly working, me and Jerry, like every day. Basically, while they're editing their videos, working, I'm writing my music because we got to go right to the studio, like right after they finish, you know. So basically, we was over there back and forth for probably about a few days. Me and Liam got to connecting more, you know. He just said out the blue one day, like, man, let's shoot a video. And I'm like, what? You know, but it was no spark.
Okay.
Right. Right, man. I appreciate them a lot, both of those guys.
Yeah. So talk about the inspiration for No Spark then. Like when you sat down and wrote this song, like what were you going through that day?
A lot. A lot, man. A lot. You probably heard what it said. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah,
I think the whole world has almost heard it at this point.
Yeah, right. Yeah, a lot. I really just, I never want to lie in my music, and I never want to stay on one topic. So that's really what I got to say.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you know, the viral line in there, talk about giving your girl an STD.
Yeah, right.
So did you have any thoughts like, all right, maybe I should take this out, or?
Hell yeah. But when I heard the beat overall, and after, I mean, sometimes I'll write my verse first, sometimes I'll write my hook first, but I think that particular moment I wrote my hook first.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, it's a go. Like I ain't taking it out.
Yeah.
Right.
So you drop the video. Does it take off right away? Do people catch on to that one line? What's the process here?
Well, overall, I wouldn't say it caught on like right away. My mixtapes caught it first.
Okay.
Right.
I remember that. Yeah.
Right. My mixtapes caught it first, probably about within the first week.
Okay.
First week and a half.
Yeah.
Right. What else? Oh yeah, I peeped Drewski.
Yeah.
Drewski, right? He reposted on Could Have Been Record.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It was all good. It's all cool. Just a blessing.
Yeah. So what do you think about all the feedback? Has it been positive? Has it been negative? Has it been overwhelming? Or?
Not really. It's been a lot of positivity. A lot of jokes. A lot of jokes. I'm still getting joked on right now. Right. But I mean, you know, it happens.
All right, so how does Fabo reach out to you?
Okay, well, basically, what I've heard, it's an artist named Redhead, right? Basically, he introduced my music to Fabo, and Redhead is from Virginia, Hopewell. I'm
Okay.
specific with that, you know? He introduced it to him, and he, basically, Fabo, after that, Fabo reached out. It was like a blessing, you know, ever since. You know, I appreciate both of those guys a lot.
Why do you say it's a blessing?
Because, man, both of them, I mean, like, for example, like Redhead being from where I'm from, we don't really have as far as like the support within each other. For him to even, he raps himself, you know, so for him to even have the heart enough to show an A&R, you know, my music over his is just, that's just love, man. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't happen a lot. Yeah. But just overall, though, like, he didn't have to show it, period. You know, and yeah, just overall, I appreciate that. Yeah. You know, that's something I would do. Yeah. Right.
So how is it like having a team behind you now compared to, you know, just doing everything by yourself like you were?
It's amazing overall. They all great people, all genuine people. Well, I'm still going, if not, it's harder. You know what I mean? Like, especially them, they believe in me. I don't want to let them down at all. You know what I mean?
And Polo G and Tusi, right. They showed you some love, right?
Right. Tusi showed me love back in what, 2020. Okay. He DM'd me. You know, we connected off Clubhouse before that. Polo G, yeah, he did. He showed me some love. Yeah. Right.
So how motivating is that to, you know, kind of get these industry peers like fucking with you on that shit?
Right. It's cool as hell, man. But right now we still grinding. We still broke. Like, you know, we going hard as we can. And like, I appreciate it a lot. You know, it's giving me the confidence that I know that I could like reach their type of pinnacles, if not higher. Yeah. You know, I'm blessed for that as well. Yeah. Right.
So how does this connection with Trae Tha Truth happen?
Right. Well, I think he spotted me from MyMixtapes. Okay. Right. So he, I didn't even know who he was. You know, I'm a little younger. You know what I mean? I didn't know who he was, and he had ended up getting my number. He had called me. You know, I was working out. He had called me, and he had told me like, man, how much he fucking with the song, and you know, that he would love to be featured on it. You know what I mean? And work on new possible music as far, you know. Yeah. Right. He's a great dude though. real genuine guy. I was kind of like embarrassed because I didn't know who he was. You know, I told my brother, I'm like, man, you know who Trae Tha Truth? He's like, man, what? Do you like right?
So have you done your research? Have you gone back and figured this out?
Yeah, right. I did.
This
My
OG in the
engineer was
game.
mad at me and everything like at the moment. I didn't know what was going on. Right.
So y'all going to shoot the video in Houston? when you go out there?
We are.
Okay.
I'm heading out there. Right.
No, that's big right there, bud. So you mentioned working on a project. So
Right.
like just talk about like, do you have a title picked out?
Right,
What
I
type of
do.
vibe this is going to be on?
I do. It's called Forever in Our Hearts. Dedicated to like, of course, my father and his passing. You know, he was murdered in front of my baby sister.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? Which is like 3 years old right now, and I only met her once. You know what I mean? So like you might have like hear things like that, or as far as like that happening before my 22nd birthday, and then my Aunt Jackie dying in my arms on my 21st birthday. You know what I mean? So just back to back.
Yeah.
You might hear about my girl like leaving, you know, just shit like that. Right.
So it's a lot of, you know, honesty in your music, a lot of pain in your music, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. But never one topic.
So is it like very therapeutic recording then, kind of getting these emotions out?
Right. It's therapeutic. It really is. I wouldn't say that's my only type of therapeutic. I work out every day.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So do you always prefer to write your music, or do you punch in as well?
I have. I've been in the studio with Fabo for punching in before. I write a lot too. It's both hand in hand.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So who are some of the producers you've been working with lately?
Producer Equinox, Rand. I got put on the Rand from Tusi.
Okay.
Who else? Johnny. Lino, producer Lino. You know, just things like that. I know I got some more in my. I'll make sure I do.
Yeah. So do you prefer to like lock in the studio with the producer, or just have them send it over?
Either or. For a while, I was during the grind. You know, when you don't have the luxury of even speaking to those producers, they busy. You know, and you on the grind, they don't want to be talking. Like just overall, I was on YouTube a lot as far as like right.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to get connected.
I got you.
Producer Whoa. Right.
All right. You put out this song called "Rich Suffering" recently, man. Talk about that song.
Yes, sir. Overall, I feel like that's overall what we're all doing, like, and what we're all feeling. You know, I wasn't. I'm not gonna say that I didn't live in the hood all my life. You know what I mean? Like my mom had like 5 kids. You know what I mean? We didn't have a father around, so overall she did her best, but we still didn't see too much of poverty. You know what I mean? We probably weren't doing the best. Just overall, I feel like that's what I'm suffering to be. Overall, I feel like I got so many responsibilities, and I'm just suffering to, like, you know, not suffering. I'm not suffering, but just I'm fighting so hard to be a provider.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So what did your mom think about you chasing after this career in music and all the success you've been having recently?
Man, she called me not too long ago, cussing me out, talking about no spark.
For real.
Right.
Now, what about the girl that you was rapping about? Did she call you and cuss you out about this too?
She ain't called me or nothing like that. She texted me not too long ago. I think when she heard about my father passing.
Oh, okay.
Right. She don't know who she is. We don't know who she is.
Yeah, you didn't drop no name.
Right,
or
we
nothing.
didn't drop no name dropping.
That's wild, man.
Right.
All right, so looking ahead, man, like what's some goals for your music career? What are you trying to accomplish, whether it's short term or long term?
Overall, short term, releasing this project, man. Releasing more content, marketing, digital marketing. Me and my manager Fabo, we got some. We got to get on the road some more. Just overall, yeah, man. We just trying to be the biggest, man.
Yeah.
You know.
And Rudy, he put you on his album too, right?
Right. Rudy did put me on his album.
No, that was big right there.
Right. It was featured with what? Payroll Giovanni on there, Babyface Ray. Right. It was a few more Detroit artists on there too.
Yeah.
It was fire, man. I appreciate my man so much for that.
Yeah.
Right.
How did you like the vibes in Detroit, man?
Lovely. Hey, lovely. I love the woman.
Yeah, a lot of culture up there, man.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure. They real. This not in a bad way at all. They real. They flexers. They like to flex.
Oh,
I love
absolutely.
that. Right.
Yeah. Is that something you can see yourself doing one day? Like,
No,
you going to
no,
get
no.
the iced out grill, you know,
No,
you're going to get the
none of
rollies
that.
and everything?
None of
or-
that. That's why I work out every day. I work out like every day. That's going to improve my image, you know?
I feel that.
For sure. We can get that jewelry. We got a lot of money to make though. You know what I mean? Like, for
I feel
sure.
that. Yeah. All right, so looking ahead to 2023, man, what should we expect from you?
A lot more music. Honestly, I'm prepared and working towards the world loving and knowing my sound. You know what I mean? Like, so overall, I just want I want to touch the world. You know, it's such a big world out there. Right.
What does it mean to you when, the fans comment, talk about they can really, feel your music, that your music helped them get through a tough situation they might be going through?
It's lovely. Yeah, I appreciate them. It makes me know that I'm doing the right thing. You know what I mean? On the right pace.
Yeah. All right, so do you got any shout outs you like to give before we wrap it up here?
Man, shout out my manager, Fabo. Shout out my boy, Leak. Shout out Wet Life, man. Shout out Liam. Shout out Rudy, man. You know, shout out the whole Ganji Entertainment. You know, man, be the biggest, man.
They used to walk past, now they ask, do I remember them? I fuck hoes, bro, that's how I gave my girl chlamydia.